Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to dive into some of the top mental skills that help world-class athletes achieve more success than the rest of the field. You definitely don't want to miss this. Also, make sure to stick around until the end of the video, as I'll introduce a bonus mental toughness skill that many athletes do not know about. This mental toughness skill is one that is necessary for you to reach your full potential. In addition, I recommend you check out the last video I released, which covered additional secret mental skills that the world's best practice. I left a link in the video description below if you haven't watched the video. Okay, let's get started. The first mental skill that many world-class athletes develop better than other athletes is called flow. Flow is a mental toughness skill first introduced by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. Dr. Miyahi is recognized by his profound contribution towards positive psychology and research, specifically towards peak states of concentration and flow states. In sports, we often refer to these flow experiences as being in the zone. Now, flow is defined as when an athlete is so engaged in the activity that nothing else matters. This means that the athlete is so focused on the present action that he has zero thoughts that are related to the past or the future. More specifically, in a flow state, the athlete is able to compete without the debilitating effects of fear or frustration. For example, a baseball player who is in a flow state is able to focus on the next pitch without any worries or fears related to the pitch, count, score, or the fact that he struck out during his last bat. If the flow experience sounds familiar to you, then it's probably because you've also achieved the flow state. The major difference of your flow state compared to the world's best is found in the duration and frequency in which they experience flow. Top athletes are shown to experience flow more often and more frequently than other talented athletes. Also, these athletes have learned how to manage the two enemies of flow more consistently throughout their daily training and competitions. The two enemies of flow are boredom and anxiety. These two components must be managed closely by the athlete and his or her team. Finding a balance between the two areas is what establishes flow. In a flow state, not only is the athlete's concentration heightened, but she is also in a state of joy. This is why many athletes develop a passion for their sport and an obsession to be the best. To many athletes, flow becomes an addiction, where athletes strive every day to experience the state more and more. Unlike unhealthy addictions, flow is a healthy one that serves to push athletes to strive for greatness. In fact, flow is a far better motivational resource than any extrinsic one, such as chasing a better ranking or college scholarship. This is because flow can be achieved at any given moment in practice and competition, where extrinsic motivational goals can only be achieved few times at most. Before continuing with the second mental skill, please like the video as it greatly helps out the channel's algorithm. Also, if you're interested in learning more science-based mental toughness skills to help take your game to the next level, please subscribe to the channel. I upload new videos every week. The second mental skill that many top athletes practice is the development of world-class routines. Sports psychology research shows that having a structured routine during competition helps athletes more consistently perform at elite levels under pressure. One of the main reasons why is because routines condition the mind to become more resilient to pressure environments and big moments such as championship games. This is because routines help condition the mind to better familiarize the athlete's brain with the competitive environment. For example, if a golfer practices the same pre-shot routine consistently enough before every shot, making sure that every detail of his pre-shot routine is exactly the same, from the number of practice swings to the number of relaxation breaths he takes, then over time he's sending a message to his brain that the competitive environment he's playing in is safe and non-threatening. Now, if the golfer's pre-shot routine varies, or he doesn't have one at all, then he's more likely to feel nervous in big moments. This is because an inconsistent routine is interpreted to the brain as a new experience, and when under pressure, a threatening experience as well. This is also why many athletes are superstitious. If an athlete had a great performance after eating a particular breakfast or wearing a specific color of socks, then she is more likely to continue those same behaviors before every performance. The downside of superstitions, unlike routines, is that they rely heavily on the athlete's belief system alone. So if the athlete has a poor performance early on, then the superstition is deemed useless, therefore leaving the athlete feeling mentally defenseless against the opponent or team. However, routines are not simply based on one's belief system, but are instead supported by their competitive environment. This means that routines are psychologically more enduring and can withstand the elements of competitive surprises and inconsistent performances. The third mental skill that many top athletes perform better than other talented athletes is called self-talk. Self-talk is a cognitive technique that is used by top athletes in a way to facilitate peak performance under pressure and in uncomfortable situations. In more general terms, self-talk is the internal dialogue that you as an athlete and individual engage in throughout the day and even in your sleep. One of the challenges of self-talk is that it's always on, and athletes who are not professionally trained with self-talk often struggle to stay positive and end up falling victim to their negative thoughts. For example, you may have found yourself getting overly upset, criticizing your level of play, or telling yourself that you're not good enough. All of these negative statements are examples of self-talk. The most common negative self-talk among athletes is self-defeating self-talk. This type of self-talk leads to lower self-confidence, concentration, and in some cases, even a loss in motivation. Therefore, self-talk is a skill that can either make or break an athlete's practice and overall development in the sport. At SPMI, self-talk is one of the primary skills that athletes master, and one of my main goals is to teach athletes how to become the leaders of their thoughts. This is because self-talk also contributes to an athlete's confidence and overall belief system. Unlike many talented athletes who are not professionally trained in their mental game, top athletes have the skill set to utilize self-talk to their advantage. In addition to self-talk helping top athletes in confidence, self-talk also plays a pivotal role in concentration. World-class athletes often have a series of go-to self-talk words called cues that help them refocus in the moment quickly and block out both internal and external distractions. Also, it's critical for athletes to not obsess over the struggles of self-talk, as science has proven that some negativity is unavoidable due to the nature of autonomous thoughts from an athlete's subconscious. So if some negativity is impossible to remove, then what's the correct approach? Well, that brings us to the bonus mental skill. The bonus mental skill is called stillness. Stillness is a powerful mental state in which the athlete is able to quiet his mind to a level where thoughts become minimal. In this state, the athlete may still experience autonomous thinking. However, the athlete is choosing to not engage in his thoughts and is instead treating his thoughts like objects, such as a leaf moving slowly down a stream. This practice not only helps give the athlete more flexibility over his focus in tough times, but it also heightens other sensations, such as the sense of sound. This means that when an athlete is in a stillness state, his mind may become so quiet that he can pick up on sounds that he may have never noticed before, such as the sound of a bird chirping in the distance. This heightened auditory state is a positive sign that the athlete is more fully present, because if the athlete was unable to pick up on the sounds, then it is mostly due to a struggle with overthinking. Athletes who are able to tap into stillness are more emotionally resilient to pressure and setbacks. They're also able to better distance themselves from visual distractions and spontaneous self-criticism. Overall, stillness is a necessary skill for elite mental performance that has helped top athletes such as Tom Brady, Novak Djokovic, Tiger Woods, Annika Sorenstam, and Lewis Hamilton reach incredible milestones under pressure. So there you have it, the 4 mental skills that world-class athletes utilize better than the rest. Please take a moment and comment below on what mental skill out of the 4 you feel will help your performance the most. Is it flow, routines, self-talk, or stillness? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this area, and also how you see any of these skills helping your performance, especially in your sport. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like it. And if you found the video to be beneficial to your sport or profession, then please subscribe to the channel. I'll make sure to keep adding more value every week by releasing mental toughness videos, webinars, podcasts, and more. In addition, if you're an athlete or know an athlete who is striving to reach their full potential, then please make sure to check out the links below, as I offer several mental toughness programs such as live group training, online courses, and live one-on-one sessions with myself. The SPMI program is a multifaceted culmination of sport and performance psychology, sports science, and highly targeted mental skills and techniques that help athletes unlock the mental barriers they're currently facing in pursuit of their goals and dreams. These programs have helped develop some of the best amateur, junior, collegiate, and professional athletes in the world in numerous sports. To learn more about the SPMI program, please check out the website below to read up on testimonials and see successful stories from countless athletes. So keep training hard, keep aspiring for more, and until next time.